Managers, Mr. Rajashekhar.
Congrats, you have become new managers. I'm sure some of you have been promoted to this position. So I think that is a recognition for all of you. So why not we start with a big hand for yourself. What you might know about me is that I have an experience of 15 years in this industry, leading one of the talented team, and also of course you might have come to know that the team that I have been leading has been at the forefront of implementing technologies specifically for our company. What you don't know is of course that I too was a new manager, and I also didn't know many things that now thanks to many of my mentors which I have learned, and that is what I want to share with you. So what you will get to know is 3 basic leadership skill sets which will be very useful to you. Apart from this, you have been in this industry for many years, so of course you have been very skilled at some of the leadership concepts like accountability, which is pretty simple. What you can't measure, you can't really manage well. And you have all been subject matter experts. So that is not what I will be covering, in which you are already an expert. What I think are more important are 3 leadership skill sets. First one, authenticity. The second one, active listening. The third one is situational leadership. So I believe these 3, if you are able to take away at the end of this talk, you should be in a good position to lead your team very, very effectively. So just to let you know beforehand, if you follow this correctly, you will be leading effectively your own teams. Okay, let me talk more about the 3 points. The first one is authenticity. This is the most basic skill set of a leadership. You have to be authentic whenever you communicate with your team. What does it mean? The opposite of authenticity is fake. The fake talk. Let me give you an example. You have your team member very much worried because he heard a gossip in the market that there will be a lot of layoffs happening. You don't know, this is a gossip. He comes running to you and he says, "Boss, what will happen next?" You really don't know the answer. The fake talk would be just to sort of reassure him when you yourself don't know exactly. And tomorrow, let's say he gets laid off. So that was fake talk. And honestly, it's not your mistake. You really didn't know. Now, what is the authentic approach? Authentic approach is you tell him that I understand your tension. I understand economy is not doing good, but I really don't know what will happen tomorrow. But what I guarantee to you is, no matter what happens to you, you are in a good place. If not this company, there are many other companies. So you will be well placed. Don't worry about that. As to the layoff exactly, I don't know. I think this is the more authentic approach. I already talked about fake talk. You can tell him nobody will get laid off, and tomorrow if somebody gets laid off, you will be the fake one. That's a fake talk. So let's be authentic and just mention them that you don't know and assure them nothing will happen because they have been the very valuable team members within your company and they will be anywhere else. The second point I wanted to talk about was active listening. What exactly is this? You want your team member to work on Sunday. Nobody likes that. Okay? You tell them that this is something, that delivery is very, very important. We have clients coming over and my boss told me to do this. So, we have to all work on Sunday. He being reporting to you will say, "Okay, boss." At the back, he will say, "I will kill him." So, what is active listening? What is the active listening part to this conversation? That would be, you will be listening to the tone. Yeah. So when you listen to the tone, you will get to know, is he really committed to this? Or you can understand he has his family commitments and such other things, which you should also appreciate, being yourself a family guy. So what you can do over here, you can say, I know you have family commitments. I listen to that. I completely listen the context. I completely understand the situation where you are coming from. But this is the situation. And this is what we have to do. The compromise is maybe next week you can take a compensation leave. And that is what I guarantee to you. So that is the way, much better compared to he working on that day but not at all committed when he is doing that work. So hopefully if you have this sort of active listening, you can have better results from your team members and better engagement, and also you can get better respect because they appreciate that you understand their situation, and even though nothing can be done at that moment, you say this is something we can do going forward. The third thing I wanted to talk about was situational leadership. What exactly this means? You have to be a leader based on the situation. You can't always keep parroting the same words. So you have to change your leadership skills based on the situation. More specifically, in any team, you will have a different competency level. There will be a lot of new team members who have just onboarded, come onto your team, and there will be very experienced, who just about know everything. So when you lead them, you are leading different personalities. So I just talked about the experience. The other point you can think of is also the different personalities within your team. Some need a little bit of coaching, a different approach of talking to them. So this is what I mean by situational leadership. Another example that I can think of is you have a new entrant into your team. So he doesn't understand the system, he doesn't understand the policies, procedures, such other things. So you need to spend more time with him, you need to supervise him, you need to be behind him at every steps. You have the other extreme hand, a team member who is reporting into you, who is very, very experienced. So for him, you don't have to spend so much time with him. You just have to let them know what is the objective and let him take care of those things. So that is what we call as delegating. So different situation, you have to change your leadership accordingly. So these are the 3 points that I thought I will share with you. So if you follow this correctly, you will be leading your team effectively. Thank you.